David Williams, Republican candidate for governor of Kentucky in 2011. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Well, good morning. Beautiful day in Kentucky.
Is it great? Great to have you on.
Pleasure to be with you.
You're running for governor. How come? Who are you, first of all? Give us a little background. Who are you? Were you the captain of the football team?
Well, I was in high school, but I was too slow to play in college. So,
Okay.
President of the senior class, that's what Senator McConnell always tells me. He says, when you go to the United States Senate, you have 99 other people that were senior class president have sharp elbows,
Okay.
So.
Now, Mitch McConnell wasn't captain of the football team. Don't tell me that.
No, but he was a great baseball player, though.
Was he really?
Yeah, Senator McConnell had polio when he was young and
No
overcame
idea.
a lot. He doesn't talk about it, but he was a great little baseball player. I've talked to him about it down through the years. But I'm running for governor.
Go ahead.
I've been in the legislature over 20 years, and I'm the first Republican to ever be president or leader of either the House or the Senate in Kentucky. I've been president of the Senate for about 10.5 years. And I'm very much a sovereignty person. I believe that the federal government did not create the states, but the states that created the federal government. So I've been involved in the Council of State Governments, and that's kind of what my background is. I was a lawyer by trade, but I've reformed. So,
what do you think? What are the main issues facing Kentucky? We've looked very closely at a number of the states, like Wisconsin, and some of the others. Are there similar issues? Do you have issues in regard, obviously, budget issues? What are the main priorities that you have?
Well, the main priority in Kentucky is that we have a double-digit unemployment rate in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and we have a tax structure that is antiquated. We're heavy on the corporate and personal income taxes. We tax productivity and not consumption in our state. We also, obviously, are a coal-producing state, and the Obama administration has caused tremendous consternation in our state and the permitting process, and then the electricity rates are going to be going up because we are about 95% coal producing. Our electricity is produced from coal about 95%. So there's a lot of concern about the Obama administration, and then we have a relatively high rate of poverty in the state of Kentucky, and the forced Medicaid increases that we have and the maintenance of effort by the Obama administration are a big concern for us.
Right. Do you have budget problems, public employee issues? Are you a right-to-work state?
Yeah, we're not a right-to-work state, and the states to the south are, and it's a tremendous disadvantage for us. We have a public employee pension problem, a defined benefit plan instead of a defined contribution plan. Over the last 3 years as president of the Senate, I've tried to change that from a defined contribution to a defined contribution plan for our new employees so that we might be able to stabilize our situation. We have a huge unfunded liability. When the stock market went down, obviously, the taxpayers of Kentucky assumed a big unfunded liability. So those are the issues that we have in the state. We have a House that's controlled by kind of the liberal wing of the Democratic Party here in the state, and the unions have a disproportionate influence in Kentucky compared to their actual numbers.
Do you have a website? We ought to get to that in case people want to find out more about you, contribute, whatever.
Sure. www.williamsfarmer.com. Williams Farmer. Richie Farmer, who's the Commissioner of Agriculture, a former University of Kentucky basketball star, is my running mate. So it's williamsfarmer.com.
Let's end with this. Governors who are out there that you regard as models in terms of the things they've done that you'd like to do in Kentucky.
Well, Mitch Daniels is a governor in our neighboring state, and he's really been able to take the legislature and provide some real leadership on some issues. Of course, Haley Barber's done a great job down in Mississippi, and Rick Perry, I think, has done a tremendous job as governor.
Right. Did you? I got to get your comment on Scott Walker because he's taken it on, boy, and really caused himself a lot of trouble, but seems to be doing good things.
Yeah, I don't know Scott Walker as well, but I tell you, he lives in the state where the law and the labor policy and the public employee policy was so bad that he had to do dramatic things. Sometimes you just can't wait. So I'm very much an admirer of his. I don't know him personally like I do these other governors.
Right. Well, listen, stay in touch with us. We're glad to meet you, and perhaps we'll talk again. When's the election?
The election is the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November.
Okay, first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. We thank you, Mr. Williams. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.